First, you need to get Docker for Mac. Just go to google.com and type in Docker for Mac. You can see the official docker.com website. You have the Docker desktop for Mac. Click the download button. Okay, and here you have the Docker desktop for Mac, and you're asked to log in to download. So if you don't have an account, create a free account with Docker. So just free. You can create it by providing a Docker ID, a password, and an email ID, and you can create your free account. I already have a Docker account, so I'm just logging in using the Docker ID and password. Okay, after signing in, I can see the Docker desktop for Mac, and just click the Get Docker, and the download started. So you can see the file getting downloaded. You can see the file downloaded in the downloads folder. Just click on the file. You can see it's asking to drag and drop. Just drag and drop into the applications folder. Just wait for it to get copied to the applications. You can verify that. You can see, yeah, you have the Docker. So once you verify this, you can just close the other windows. So now back to the applications. Click on the Docker file. Okay, it will ask you, are you sure to open it? Just click open. It will ask for your password. So just click OK and provide your password. Okay. Okay. And now you can see the Docker symbol at the top, and you can see Docker is starting. So after a while it will be running, and you can either provide a Docker ID, password and login, or you can just leave it. It's not required. So let's wait for it to start from start to running. Now you can see the Docker is now up and running, and you can either provide the Docker ID and password, or you can just leave it. Now we can close this one. I'll show you a tool called Kitematic. This Kitematic is a graphical interface using which you will be managing your containers. So there is no need for using the terminal. So to get this Kitematic, just click the here. You can see the file getting downloaded here. It will take a few seconds for the download to get completed. Now you can see the file, it got downloaded. You can just close this one. Drop this file into the applications. Go to the applications. and yeah, you can see the file here. Click on that, and it's asking, are you sure you want to open it? Just click open. You can either provide a username, password, or you can just skip it for now. Okay, now you can see a lot of images here. We are looking for MS SQL Server, so just type MS SQL, and after typing MS SQL, you can see there are different images starting with MS SQL. You can see MS SQL Server, another image, another one with MS SQL, another one with MS SQL. But you want the one from Microsoft, which has more downloads. Just click the create, and you can see the image getting downloaded. You can see the image for MS SQL Server got downloaded. Now we have to increase the memory. So just go to the preferences, click the advanced tab on the top, and increase the memory to 4 GB. Click restart, and now you can see the Docker desktop is stopped. Now it will be restarted again. You can see it getting started. It will take a few seconds for the Docker to start running. You can see the Docker is running now. You can close this window. Now back to the settings part. Click on the MS SQL Server, go to the settings, and you can give a name for the container. It can be any name, whatever you name you want. So just edit the name field. I'm just giving it as MS SQL Server. So and just click save. And next, we have to enter two environment variables. This is the first key, and the value for the key needs to be y, and the second key is going to be SA underscore password. You can't change this key. This has to be SA underscore password, but you can change the value. So the password value can be anything. I'm just giving Sam SQL at 123, but you can give any value you want for the password. Click save. Then you have to go to another setting, that's host. Just come to the port numbers. You can see the port number 1433 for Docker port. You have to just change it to the publish port as 1433. Save it. Next, you need to connect to the SQL Server, and to connect to the SQL Server, you need a tool called Azure Data Studio. Just go to Google and type Azure Data Studio. You can see the official link from Microsoft, using which you can download the Azure Data Studio. Just scroll down, and you can see for Mac OS you have the download file. Just click on that. You can see the Azure Data Studio got downloaded. Just copy that to the applications folder. Go to the applications and click on that. It will ask you, are you sure you want to open it? Click open. Let's now connect to the server by providing the credentials. For the preview features, yes, we need to enable the preview features. So what you have to do is just click yes, and yeah, you can just close this one. This is not required. And now we need to know the server name. So to get the server name, come to the host name, and here you can see the server name. This is the local host, and that's going to be the server name. So type in local host, and the authentication type is SQL login. Username, just come to general. You can see the SA. That's going to be the username. Type SA, and for password, just provide the value that you supplied. In my case, it's going to be Sam. Yeah, it's Sam SQL at 123. Just click connect. Now you can see the 4 system databases that come with the SQL Server. Now just click. Okay, now we are going to write a basic query to get the version of the SQL Server. Select the statement. Click run. And now you can see the version of the SQL Server. You can see it's SQL Server 2017. And you can see like just 4 databases. We need a sample database to work on, which we'll see how to download and install it. Next, need to download the sample database from Microsoft website. Just go to Google and type the sample database name. It's going to be AdventureWorks database. And you can see the official Microsoft website with the sample database. Just click on that. Just scroll down and look for the AdventureWorks 2017 because we have SQL Server 2017 installed. So click on that. See, you have the SQL Server 2017. Just go to the downloads and you can see the AdventureWorks backup file. You can see the backup file got downloaded. Next, open a terminal window. Using this terminal window, you will be copying this backup file to the Docker file system. Get into the downloads folder. You can see the backup file that we downloaded now. We are going to copy this file to the Docker file system. Using this command, first we will be creating a directory called backup inside the Docker file system, and in the next step we will be copying this backup file to the newly created backup directory. Execute it. provide your Mac password. This MS SQL Server is the name of the container. You can have a look at it if you go to the general settings. This is the name which we provided earlier. So we are giving the container name here, and we are creating a directory under this path in the Docker file system, and the directory name is backup, where we will be moving this backup file. So using this command, we are going to copy the backup file to the newly created backup folder. So copy the backup file name. Make sure you are within the downloads folder. If you are not in the downloads folder, execute this command to get into the downloads folder. You can see the MS SQL Server container name which we provided earlier. So this container name. And using the copy command, we are copying the backup file to the backup folder in the Docker container. Next, we will restore the sample database to the SQL Server using the Azure Data Studio. Go to the localhost, click Restore, and restore from backup file, because we got the backup file AdventureWorks 2017, so it's a backup file. So choose this option, backup file. Next, choose the file path. So this lists the file path in the Docker container. So we created the backup folder under this file path in the Docker container. So just look for the path. It's under where. You can scroll down, MS SQL backup, and you can see the backup file which we copied. Just select that file and click OK. You can leave the name as default. You can leave it as default name and click Restore. You can see the database got successfully restored on the local host, that is your SQL Server. Just go to the servers, and under databases you can see the new sample database. It got restored. Let's query this database. Let's see how many tables are there within this database using this simple query. Select this query, hit run. So these many tables are there. 71 tables are there in this database, and using these tables we can see our demo.